A common use of strings is to report numerical results. You might, for example, want to report an estimate for the additional sales generated by each dollar spent on advertising. You've got the estimate stored in R. Let's say 1.340,190,291.00. But is that what you want in your report? No, you probably want something like $1.34. You might argue you can do this manually every time you need to, but doing this with code means it's easy to automate, update, and reuse in the future. You can always force a number to be a string with as.character, but R won't do any formatting and will output to 15 significant digits, way more than you need in most cases. Instead, I recommend using the functions format or formatC. They both give you control over how a number is represented as a string, but take slightly different approaches. First, let's do a quick review of fixed and scientific formats for numbers. In fixed format, the decimal point is in a fixed place, between the tenths and ones digit. In scientific format, the decimal point can be anywhere. It's always displayed after the first digit, and then we use an exponent to describe its position. Take the distance 6,371 kilometers. In fixed format, it is simply 6371. In scientific format, we would write it as 6.371 times 10 to the power 3. That is, you take 6.371 and multiply it by 1000. Alternatively, you can think about taking 6.371 and moving the decimal point 3 places to the right. The advantage of scientific notation is that very large and very small numbers can be written quite concisely. For example, the mass of the Sun in kilograms is just under 2 million kilograms. In fixed format, it's hard for people to read and understand this number. In scientific format, it's easy to read the order of magnitude. In R, scientific formats use an abbreviation by dropping the multiplication symbol and using an E to denote the 10. Which should you use? Unfortunately, there isn't an easy answer. It's up to you to decide which would be most readable by your audience. What we can teach you is how to obtain the format you want for any number. Both format and formatC take a vector of numbers as input. They both also allow you to specify whether the numbers should be in fixed or scientific format. This is controlled by the scientific argument format, set to true for scientific format and false for fixed format. In formatC, it's controlled by a format argument, which can be F for fixed, E for scientific, and additionally G for scientific, only if it saves space. The behavior of many of the other arguments depend on whether fixed or scientific notation is requested. You'll see a few of the most important ones in the following exercises.